Hello there, everybody, and welcome to Community Exhibition Match number 1. Thanks for joining us, and we'll be right with you shortly.
Give me some more time in a dream. Give me the hope to run out of steam. Somebody say we could be here. We could be both the tide of dead in a year. I can't count the reasons I should stay. One by one, they all just fade away.
Hey there, everybody. Andrew and Aiden here to host the Community Exhibition Match, which we're very excited about and not at all frazzled. And we're going to have quick, easy answers today. So let's go ahead and introduce our contestants. First off, we've got Evil Jacob, who's not wearing any sort of goatee, which would have been the good bit to commit to here, but it's a fine name.
Hold on a second. Let me draw one on.
Yeah, go ahead. And then we've got Annie's boobs, Colin. We've got Ashwin, and we've got Albert. All of this. Thanks, Albert. Yeah.
I go take it easier in the process.
Colin asking me if I was going to finish writing it, and I was like, well, I feel like a dick because now he's like, I don't want to make him write it because I want to write it as well. But hey, Colin's the reason we're all here today, pretty much. So
Wow, okay.
Everybody say thank you to Colin.
Well, don't thank me.
Colin.
No, stop.
Colin.
I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything.
Okay. So, yes, so this is the Community Exhibition Match. We're going to be having 4 rounds here today of different styles of questions. 2 of the rounds are similar, but more importantly, today is potentially a qualifier match to see, similar to the MCU, who might make it into a final community match. So, play your dang hearts out, kids. But yeah, with that, let's go ahead and explain the rules of round 1. And the answer is they're the same as any round 1 that we ever run in this league. Just a bunch of basic questions, just normal. We ask you, you write it down on a whiteboard, and then you show us. So there's going to be 15 of those. And I'm going to start you off. Do you guys all have whiteboards and stuff to write on?
Yep.
Perfect. All right. Away we go with question number 1. Which Boogie Nights actor and Greendale alumnus has a statue in his likeness on the campus, featured in documentary filmmaking Redux? And then I guess we'll have 15 seconds here, Aiden. Aiden, not a huge fan of the show, but Matthew was unavailable tonight, so thank you to Aiden for hosting. We're gonna have answers.
I wouldn't say that. I'm a
5,
fan of the show.
4, 3. That's not what you told me when you watched it. 2, 1. Okay, let's see the answer starting with Jacob.
I probably butchered the spelling, but I said Luis Guzman.
All right. And Albert?
Luis Guzman.
Colin?
Luis Guzman.
And Ashwin.
Luis Guzman.
All right, perfect.
It's funny you say that, Andrew, because I actually finished the show before you.
Fuck you, man!
Yikes. Not a good look. Makes me a bigger fan, possibly.
I recommended the show to Aiden without having finished the 6th season because I didn't like the first few episodes. And then he finished it like fucking 12 hours before I did because I realized I didn't want him to finish before me. Okay. Next question, Aiden. How about you read it for us?
Why don't I indeed?
While I fact check something, which I should have done before.
Question number 2. Where does the dean get the meat for the Halloween party in epidemiology? We need answers in 10.
Wait,
5.
you usually start at 5.
2, 1.
Hey, I like the bigger heads up.
Boards up, time's up. Yeah, whatever. Frazzled, remember? That's the theme. of
Yeah,
the
yeah,
month.
yeah.
All right,
For
let's
sure.
start with Colin.
An army surplus store.
Ashwin,
I don't have it.
Jacob,
I said military surplus store.
and Albert.
I said Area 51.
An army surplus
We will take
store-
military surplus
yeah,
store.
Army surplus
Yeah.
store is correct. / military surplus store. Well done.
Amazing. Congratulations. Okay.
Awesome.
That'll take us
Wow.
on to question 3, a season 4 question.
Oh my god.
In the season 4 episode, Intro to Felt Surrogacy, the study group crashes what mode of transportation, stranding them in a forest? This is a good episode, is something I'll say. For all the hate season 4 gets, I still really like this one.
Yeah, this one's kind of weird, but I don't mind it.
Yeah, and I like the
It's-
music.
I was gonna say it's decent, but the music is the song I see in the beginning is pretty catchy.
Yeah. There's also a guest star in this, 2 guest stars in this one that are.
I was gonna say, is that a
Um,
spoiler for later?
It's not. I specifically know that. In
Okay,
5,
okay.
4, 3, 2, 1. Let's start with Colin on this one.
Hot air balloon.
All right, Ashwin.
Hot air balloon.
Okay, Jacob
Hot air balloon.
and Albert.
I still remember Hot Air Balloon.
There you go. There's a whole
Woo.
song about it, so it helps probably. All right. And you want to take the next one?
Yep, clean sweep there. Your 4th question. Community is set in what U.S. state?
This is one that I don't think they mention like a lot, but it makes sense once you hear it, and it's stuck in my mind ever since then.
Mm-hmm.
I actually don't. I should look up how many times they do mention it. But
I wouldn't be surprised if it was
5,
less than 10, honestly.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think so
Yeah.
too.
3, 2, 1. We'll start with Jacob
Colorado.
and Ashwin,
I said Ohio.
Albert,
Put a guess in Northern Colorado.
and Colin.
Colorado.
Colorado is correct. They do remind me a lot of people in Boulder on Pearl Street. So-
Yeah, that would actually make sense.
All right. That was on to question 5. A quick one that I jotted down right before the match because of
And these
potential
boobs.
spoilers. All right, and here's your question. In debate 109, what is the debate topic that Annie and Jeff argue on stage? And I mean, I'll take a general phrasing here. I'm not looking for anything like too specific. That's going to be true for most of the day. I'm not going to be like super picky about a lot of this stuff, but all right, let's get some answers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Shoot.
And we will start with Ashwin.
I feel like this is not right, but I said, are humans naturally good?
All right, Jacob.
I did not remember I put vending machines.
All right, Albert
I wrote down man, good or evil, ?
and Colin.
So I think the topic is man good, but they take man as evil.
So yeah, I was asking for the topic, not for their side.
Okay. Ooh, I was like, fuck.
Yeah, so I'm going to give that to everybody but Jacob.
Let's go.
I think the phrasing is man good. So
Yeah, I was gonna say I
think
remember
Colin
that
is
phrasing
exact
Yeah.
on that one.
because I just watched
Alright.
that episode like a week ago.
So Ashwin, Albert, and Colin get points there. Did you start rewatching it again when I finally
Yeah.
scheduled this?
Yes, I
All right.
All right.
And you can
Your
take-
6th question. When Pierce's mother passes away and is vaporized, what type of object is she stored in?
This is a fun one. That I like this one because it's also like a lot of these I
How
was struggling
spec-
to
how
like
specific
find
do
good
you need?
visuals. We'll take
Or
pretty
you need
general.
The name
I mean,
of
like,
the object.
yeah,
Container.
it's like a pretty specific name of the object that I think
Wait,
you know
what is
you
she,
don't.
what is her what is she stored in? Like
Yeah.
supposedly, or
Yes. Yeah, what is she? Okay, let me clarify. What is she supposedly stored in?
okay.
Like, yeah, I'm sorry. What does Pierce come in with that he claims that she is stored in? Give him another 10.
Okay.
Implying that she was
I get what you're
I'll,
saying.
I'll,
Colin.
I'll explain. Yeah, okay, I'm sure.
I
sure you-
apologize.
Yeah.
No, I get it as well, yeah. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll start with Albert
I said lava lamp.
and Jacob
I also said lava lamp.
Ashwin,
Yep, lava lamp.
and Colin.
I should have gone lava lamp. I don't know. I was just like a clear 2. I forgot what the name was. Like flew on.
Yeah,
Tube
we
or
were
something.
looking for lava lamp.
Yeah, that's
Lava
right.
I get that she's not actually in there, so I should have
Yes.
phrased
I was
it
like,
differently.
well, I was like, is she? Are you talking about the
can't prove
CD? Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
There was a CD.
All right. That'll move us on to question 7. In season 2, episode 2, Accounting for Lawyers, the group makes a deal with Chang to replace Jeff at what Greendale hosted event? I think this is one of the tougher ones, but I'm about to find out if I'm just a bad fan or something. This is a great episode too. It's got the famous what's the oh my god, the thing you
Chloroform
make people, chloroform
Yeah.
scene. All right, in 5,
Yeah.
4,
Wow, that
3,
was season 2.
2, 1. I honestly don't know where we are at. I'm gonna say Colin starts this here.
Pop and Lockathon.
All right, Ashwin.
Pop and Lockathon.
All right, Jacob
Pop and Lockathon.
and Albert.
Pop and Lockathon.
Yeah, everybody got it. Holy shit! I was like considering. I was like, man, is it fair if they just say dance competition or something? But you all hit the wording.
It's an iconic episode.
Yeah, it's really good. So
I feel like they say it a lot.
clean sweep.
Yeah,
They do.
Also,
They
also
do
repeat
a
it
lot of
so
that
much. They probably say it more. They probably say it more than they say Colorado in the whole series.
Yeah, I think I'm too used to the movie mindset where I'm like, oh man, it's only in one episode, so can I really ask about it? But that I do that a lot. So, all right.
Your
Aiden,
8th
take us to the
question.
next one.
What is the critical emergency that Annie forgot about at the beginning of season 6?
What?
So this is the opener of the season, and I'll take an explanation of it if you don't have the wording on the note.
Need an answer in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll start with Ashwin
Frisbees piling up on the roof.
and Jacob,
Yeah, I said clear frisbees from roof.
Colin,
Roof frisbees, I think is what it says in the star. I want to say.
and Albert.
I said a wedding.
Frisbees or roof frisbees on the roof. is
Yeah, I think rooftop frisbees is the exact phrasing,
rooftop
but-
frisbees. Okay.
Yeah. All right. So 3 of them getting it there. That'll move us on to our next question. Question 9. The phrase 6 seasons and a movie is originally said by Abed in reference to which failed NBC superhero show? A show that he is obsessed with at the time. And in response to Jeff claiming it will last 3 weeks, he yells this now popular phrase. I'm giving a lot of context because I think this might be tough, but all right, I'm going to need answers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go to Jacob first.
I didn't know. I said Lost.
All right, Albert,
Inspector Spacetime.
Colin,
I think it's the Cape.
and Ashwin.
I also think it's the Cape.
It is the Cape, so 2 of them getting that one correct.
And we have a
Um,
new leader for the first time in the game with Colin with 8 points.
Colin taking the lead. That means only 1 missed question as well.
That was a
Um,
stupid one too. I got thrown off. No. It's stupid.
I
See
feel
what I
it.
mean? No, it's a good question.
No, I
He just called the host
He
stupid.
phrased it so fucking stupidly. All right, you can take
It's
the
been
next one.
worded a little bit better. He would have got it. Your
Who's to
10th
say, really?
question. Season 6, Episode 3, Basic Crisis Room Decorum, is based around the Save Greendale Committee trying to refute an attack ad against Greendale that is claiming what?
I'll also say it's technically the Activities Committee in Season 6, so that's on me. I forgot to change that.
I'm so
Um,
confused by the-
But it's composed of many of the same people. You can use a repeat. I mean, I guess I didn't establish a repeat.
I'll use the repeat.
Okay, go ahead.
I really need it.
Season 6, Episode 3, Basic Crisis Room Decorum, is based around the Save Greendale Committee trying to refute an attack ad against Greendale that is claiming what? So what is the
So-
ad? What is the ad claiming?
What does the attack ad claim about Greendale? Which may or may not be true. I couldn't say for sure. Not to spoil anything.
I mean, I think spoilers are fair unless it's another question.
Yeah. But I think if I get into the spoilers, it's going to make it more obvious what the question is.
I actually haven't
yeah,
watched the
no.
show, so try
Yeah.
not to spoil it for me, please.
Yeah, I've
Aspen's
actually
just been
finished this
guessing
season.
really well so far.
Dude, respect. Great guesses.
All right,
Five.
count 'em down.
4, 3, 2, 1. We'll start with Albert.
I don't have anything.
Okay, and Jacob,
I said dog graduated from there, got a degree.
Colin,
They gave a degree to a dog.
and Ashwin.
They gave a dog a diploma.
Exact phrasing is they gave a degree to a dog, but all of you except Albert do get that one correct.
Yes, sir. And that will move us on to question 11. In season 2, episode 10, Mixology Certification, Jeff and Britta continuously insult each other's favorite bars before realizing they are the same bar. Give one of the names they use for that bar. We'll take one or the other. There's two
Shoot,
names.
I knew you were going to ask a question about this, and I
I
didn't write
had
it down.
both, and then I thought that would probably be too hard. I always forget one of the names myself. So
I think I have something close too. That's the worst part. I'll probably get like half of it.
oh,
Oh,
that is
I
good.
feel like I'm
Alright.
close too, but I don't know it.
Yeah, same.
We're gonna need an answer in 5, 4, 3. I'll give you a repeat if you want it.
no, it's not gonna help.
Okay. Let's call it 2 repeats per person.
Okay.
All right. Let's go ahead, and this is 11. So let's start with Colin.
Said the red door.
All right, Ashwin.
Well, I like my odds.
Hey, all right.
All right,
door.
Jacob.
I like my increasing odds as well. I said the red door.
Albert.
I wrote red door.
Hey, that is
Hey!
the one that I always remember as well. The other
That's a hard
is
question,
what
too.
Jeff calls it L Street.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah,
L
I
Street
did not
order
know that
will
one
work
at
there.
all, but I
Yeah, I always forget that one, and I was like, that's tough
Hey.
to ask for both. So
No L
Congrats,
Streets
everybody's
here.
sweeping.
Yeah.
I'm actually very surprised everybody swept that one.
That's a hard question. We just have fans here, I think, honestly.
yeah.
Yeah.
The problem is
Oh.
there's like a restaurant I go to a lot called like the Bronze Door or something, and like I genuinely get the two confused a lot. So I was worried.
There you go. That's nice to have a real life example. All right.
All right, question 12. In conspiracy theories and interior design, sorry, let me restart. In conspiracy theories and interior design, Jeff claims the name of his professor for his fake conspiracy theories and U.S. history course is named what? What's the,
Yeah, I
fake-
didn't know how to phrase this one.
Yeah, what's the
but-
name of his fake professor?
Yeah.
There's so many fucking names. I was like, which one is it?
Yeah. Okay. I feel like I'm like literally I have a community episode up right here because I'm like that's not I can't figure out something that I wrote
5.
and I'm trying to double check it.
4,
You can check in with us.
3.
We'll be
Yeah,
able to-
yeah, yeah.
2.
Yeah,
One.
we're all used.
All right, we'll start with Jacob,
I said Professor Professorson.
Albert,
I also wrote Professor.
Ashwin,
I didn't have it.
and Colin.
Professor Professorson.
Yes.
Professor
that
Professorson is correct.
is- Yeah. That's it. Albert, did you have that one or did you just write a random?
It's like sort of a guess.
In the
Yeah.
back.
Sort of know it.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on to question 13. I think this is, in my opinion, the easiest question that can be written about the show. What is Greendale's school mascot?
Can we draw it?
Please,
I'll give an extra 5 seconds to anybody who wants to
Please
draw.
don't.
I'm not gonna try and draw it.
I don't know what it's called, but I know what it looked like.
Oh God, Albert, no!
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Wait.
It's the one you're
Alright.
thinking of. I'm so
Yeah,
sure.
no.
All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's start with Jacob.
I said the human beings.
Yeah, Albert.
Human being.
Colin
Human beings.
and Ashwin.
So the human being.
There you go. Yeah,
That's better than mine. That's better than
I
mine.
was like, but yeah, Mr. Meeseeks.
All right.
Yeah, this is gonna take a lot of
Question
words.
number 14. In Wedding Videography, the penultimate episode of the series, Elroy Patashnik admits he is Elroy
Is that right?
Patashnik admits he is addicted to what?
I think it's something that we all struggle with.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll start with Colin.
I think it's praising white people, but I don't know if it's praising white people at weddings specifically.
Jacob.
I said hyping up white people, and like I said in parentheses, now that is a man.
Yeah.
Albert.
I initially almost wrote making white people feel good, but that sounds sexual, so I wrote down praising white people.
And Ashwin.
Encouraging white people.
Yeah.
All of
Like
you getting
I
it
think-
correct.
I was saying encouraging is probably the words he says, right? How does he say it? What's the
I
word?
He
think
says
he says
encouraging at
praising.
some point,
I
but
think he's
Okay.
phrasing at some point.
Not
yeah.
making white
I-
people feel good.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't say he phrases it that way.
So that episode did not make me rewatch, as good as it is.
really.
All right, and that leads us to our last question in round 1, and it is: what is the name of the app that is brought to Greendale and completely changes its social hierarchy in app development and condiments? This is also like, I think it's said that after Troy leaves, a lot of the episodes go downhill, but this one still hits. I think.
This is a fantastic episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fudge,
All right.
Oh no.
We're gonna answer
Wow.
in
I want to
5,
talk about stuff, but I don't know. If it's
4,
spoiler.
3,
Going with it.
2, 1. This one I think shows up later, so don't say anything too much about it. All right.
Yeah. No, I'm not going to.
Let's go ahead and start with Colin. Meow meow beans. All right, Ashwin,
Yeah, beans.
Jacob,
Yeah, I couldn't remember if it was just meow meow or meow meow beans, but I went with meow meow beans.
yeah, and Albert.
I spell it like Jacob, meow meow beans.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
I
gonna say
think
I-
Colin hitting the exact spelling, but adding some dashes. But
What about me? I have
Ashwin
a
did the
beans
same
map.
thing.
did you have it too, Ashwin? Okay, that's sorry.
No, Ashwin, yours doesn't count.
Yeah. Okay, so I've already taken that one as well.
So at the end of round 1, we have a score of Colin in the lead with 14 points. Jacob is second with
Wait.
13. Ashwin is third with 12. And Albert is currently in last place with 11.
How many questions were there?
15.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so you just missed the lava lamp one. Close race. I mean, it's 1 point between each position.
This is pretty good.
12, 11. All right, that brings us to our next set, which I chose to make a category of its own. It's only going to be 5 questions, but I think music is a really important part of the show. So this is 5 questions about the music of Community.
Oh my.
All right. Aiden, how about you take the odd numbers here?
Okay. And these are same format as the first one, correct? Still
Yeah.
1 point.
Still
per
1
question?
point each. Yes.
Gotcha.
Whiteboard?
Whiteboard's great. Yep.
Yes, please. Unless you want to try and sing your answer somehow.
Yeah, these are all going to have whiteboards involved. I'll say that. You're all going to be partaking in each of these questions.
I write the notes in the whiteboard.
All right. Your first question. What song do Troy and Abed sing to save their mouse, Fievel, in environmental science?
It is Fievel, just to clarify if I throw
Fievel.
anybody off.
I am #1 Community fan. I know all pronunciations. Just test.
There's
I'm
another-
testing. I'm testing Andrew. Got to keep him on his toes tonight.
I've told the 5 Sunday contestants not to watch this one, so hopefully don't, because
Yeah,
I think if I say I'm going to ask about the music, it'll be pretty easy to look up a bunch of facts.
Yeah, I was going to say
Yeah.
that's
You
a
just
feasible,
told
very
me
feasible thing to
5.
study.
you just
4,
told the 5 biggest community fans in the community to not watch a community exhibition match.
1.
Hey, well,
And
you guys
we'll
will be here on
start
Sunday.
with Jacob.
I don't know what the name of the song is. I just said somewhere out there.
Albert.
That is the title, somewhere out there.
Okay.
Ashwin.
Yes, let's go. I was in the same exact spot.
And Colin.
Somewhere out there.
Somewhere out there is
Let's
correct.
go! I literally listened to that song on Spotify. Their version of it.
That is a compliment.
Their version.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
fair
it's
enough.
season 1 has a bunch of music from it on Spotify and nothing after it. So
Yeah, it's kind of frustrating. Yeah.
yeah. All right. That leads us into question number 2. Which artist performs the main community theme? Looking for the name of the artist who performs the theme here.
I think it was probably in the clip that we played at the beginning of
I
this.
did.
I don't think he subtitled it though.
But I download the video. I should know this.
Yeah, I'll give you that. I was watching a bunch of like with subtitles on, and I was like, "Oh, it says it in the subtitles." So if anybody watches with subtitles, they kind of have an advantage here as well. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Albert, we'll start with you.
Is it just the 88?
Colin,
The 88.
Ashwin,
I do not know.
and Jacob.
The 88.
The 88 is correct. Also, they made okay, never mind. They didn't do anything else for community. I keep forgetting that I wrote these questions. Okay.
Your third question. Jeff realizes Starburns isn't the Ass Crack Bandit when Starburns doesn't recognize what band.
This is a great episode as well. I love this one. 5's got some bangers, man. And I mean, it's all like Fincher-esque, which is super fun.
Yeah, this is probably my favorite episode of
5.
season 5.
4.
Well, yeah, it's up there.
Cooperative calligraphy, man.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's followed by another one of my favorite episodes.
We'll start with Ashwin
Dave Matthews Band.
and Jacob.
Yeah, I have it. Dang it.
Is Jacob the Ass Crack Bandit? He might be.
Well, I mean, he isn't, probably.
Yeah, that's true. Colin,
The Dave Matthews Band, but real
And-
fans call him Dave.
Albert.
Dave Matthews, man.
All right, it is the Dave Matthews Band.
You
All
just
right.
have accepted Dave.
I probably would have actually, yeah.
Would have accepted Maddie Band.
Committing to the bit, I always respect that. So,
Should have gone for it and risked it all.
all right. Question 4. What song is repeatedly used in the episode Geography of Global Conflict as Britta protests and is continuously stopped by security guard Chang?
Oh,
Man,
This is one that I wrote, and I was like, if people miss it, I think they'll be slapping their foreheads afterwards, but we'll see.
the worst part is I watched this episode like 3 days ago too.
Okay, I'm going to add some context to the next question real quick. And then we're going to have our answers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And let's start with Colin here.
I got
No,
nothing.
let's start with Ashwin here.
Oh,
Ashwin.
okay.
Well, I also have nothing. I
All right,
literally
Jacob.
muted my computer. 'cause
I don't know.
couldn't-
I had like Ale Maria, but I didn't know how to spell it, so I put that.
Okay.
With a
and
Z?
Albert.
I just wrote down Imagine.
It's got a, we're looking for Hello by Lionel Richie.
Yeah,
Oh, look,
right.
you already knew it.
I
Yeah.
looked it up. I was like, hey, Lionel Richie wrote this song. Yeah. I'll remember that.
Yeah, Jacob, it's Ave Maria. Just a heads up for any
Yeah.
times that you may want to talk about it.
That
Let
makes
me
sense.
type 2 words real quick.
I genuinely muted my computer and I only unmuted because I was like, I'm not going to hear the countdown and I'm just going to be permanently muted forever. But I just like, I need to just like listen to it in my mind. Oh.
Yeah. All right. Go ahead and take us away with the final question.
All right. Your last question in round 2. What Bruce Hornsby song does Pierce rip off when writing Greendale's school anthem in Season 1, Episode 5, Advanced Criminal Law?
Oh, man.
I think this is probably the toughest music question that I've got, but we'll see.
That's
I can't remember how it's.
It's a
Okay.
noise of pure frustration. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll put him out of his misery first. Jacob,
I said just the way it goes.
Albert,
I have nothing.
Ashwin,
See, I just said the way it goes because that was the only part I was confident about.
Colin,
I also just said the way it goes. Ugh.
Come on.
Oh, you're all gonna be so mad.
No
Is
way.
it, that's just the way it goes, or is it just?
It
the
is.
the answer is the way it is.
Ah,
Yeah.
Because he says Green. No,
He
what
says
does he say?
Greendale's the way it
the way it
goes.
goes.
Never's always the way it
That is
is.
so good. You gotta.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I thought it'd be fun to have a tricky little one like that.
I know that's fair. It's tricky.
All right.
End of round 2. Leaderboard is still the same. With the exception of Ashwin and Albert are now tied in the bottom with 14 points. Jacob is in second with 15 points, and Colin is in the lead with 17 points.
Ooh.
There's now a 2-point game.
All right. Well, that moves us into round 3, the visual round. Visuals, pictures. I couldn't think of a way to make video work for this super well besides like naming episodes, which I didn't want to rely on.
I was saying, if you ask me episode titles, I will fall
Yeah,
apart.
I would
so
not.
Yeah, I just didn't think that would be fun.
Thank you for being cool, Andrew.
Yes,
So-
thank you.
This is our visual round. I will be presenting you first with 10 pictures. Go ahead now and clear a spot for 10 names on your board. They will be numbered, so write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And leave enough room. I will be asking you for character names of recurring characters. I will accept what they are generally known as. I'm not looking for full names here or anything like that. I'll be as lenient as is reasonable, I think. Everybody just about ready for that? I literally didn't think about this because I just let people do it as long as they wanted before. What timer should we set here? There's 10 people, so want to call it 90 seconds or something?
Yeah, sounds about right.
All right. So you will have 90 seconds. I have a bunch of these crisis alert photos, so I'm going to have to hit down a few times. And then we will be away as it starts. Is everybody ready?
Yep.
I would suggest full screening because it is going to be 10 in one slide.
Okay.
Thank you.
Good points.
And away you go.
Timer starting now.
Yeah, I think quite the mix of knowable names here, to be honest, and I'm excited to see how everybody does. I also keep in mind anybody watching this as a fan at the moment. I've done 2 matches with symmetrical rounds, so I've tried to divide up the names between both matches, which means I had to have 20 recurring characters. So some stretches of the imagination here, I would say, but I think fine for now.
Oh my
Also
God.
like some of my picture selection.
I just watched this episode. What's his name?
I don't really know what to talk about here.
The
I love the
halfway
show
point.
community. Thank you, Aiden. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Bunch of hard workers. We seemingly have 4 viewers, so get in the comments if you're here. We have none so far. It may be the 4 people competing on Sunday who don't want to comment because they don't want to show that they are watching this currently. But
Oh, this is
I
embarrassing.
trust them
10
more than
seconds.
This is terrible. This is so bad. God.
4, 3,
that. I'll say I
2,
think this is tougher than I
1.
intended when I conceived the round.
time. Boards up.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and full screen each of you one at a time so that we can better see your board. We'll start with Jacob.
I think I missed a couple. Okay, I had 1 nothing, 2 Andre, 3 magnitude, 4 Frankie, 5 Garrett. I didn't know the dean of the other school. 7 Professor Duncan. 8 could not remember the name. Sorry. And 9 Professor Slater. And then 10 I just said Vice Dean.
All right. Jacob, I've got 6 for you there. So if you want to jot down 6,
Sure.
he was wrong about 2 of them and he was missing 2 of them.
Okay.
All right, Colin, let's go with you next.
So I have 1 Vicky, 2 couldn't get, 3 Magnitude, 4 Frankie, 5 Garrett, 6 City College Dean, didn't know his name, 7 Duncan, all 8 didn't know, I said Drew, 9 Professor Slater, and 10 I believe is Vice Dean Laybourne. I don't know
All right,
how to say his last name, but
I've got 7 for Colin there.
Okay.
Ashwin, you're next.
Not gonna lie, I kind of think I sweep this one.
Hell
I've got
yeah, man.
Number 1, Vicky. 2, Andre. 3, Magnitude. 4, Frankie Dart. Gotta get the last name. 5, Garrett. I don't know his last name. 6 is Dean Spreck. That was the hardest. 7 is Professor Ian Duncan. 8 is Rich. I might be missing a last name. 9 is Professor Slater. And 10 is Vice Dean Claiborne.
Claiborne. Okay.
Okay,
Dang.
I've got 9 there.
Oh.
And Albert, let's see yours.
Before I reveal, I just want to say, before this match, I watched season 2, episode 13, and 3 of those characters appear, and I missed 2 of them. So, I wrote on Michelle, Andre, Magnitude, Frankie, Garrett, blank, blank. I wrote guys, Slater, and then blank.
All right, that's 6. Oh wait, no, sorry, that's 5. Yes, it's not Michelle, it's Vicky.
Yep.
Vicky was correct there. Let's go ahead and look at the names.
True.
It is Laybourne, which is the
Oh,
one that Ashwin
come
missed.
on.
All right.
Yeah, just
tragic.
barely. It changes it enough that I don't think I'm going to give it to you, but that was
No, that's fair. Phonetics
pulling
is
Dean
important.
Spreck was insane.
Yeah,
That's
that's
a ridiculous
crazy.
pull.
That's
I mean,
crazy.
That is-
literally right before the match, I just looked at the list of all the side characters and like, this is where they get us, right?
That's good, man. All right. Yes. so those are
Nobody
the
calls him
names.
Ian.
Rich. Yeah, I mean, I took Duncan as well.
I was gonna say. You should-
I know. Yeah, that's fair. Wait.
Same with Slater. I forget Slater's name pretty often, so I wasn't sure how hard that would be. But
Wait. So, which? Okay, I miss Spreck. Okay, never mind. We're good.
yeah, you missed Spreck and I believe
Andre
Rich.
and Rich. Yeah, Rich is
Yeah.
embarrassing. That's stuff.
Yeah.
Does Rich just
Good
not
stuff.
have a last name?
More embarrassing for me.
No,
The main
I'm
character.
going to be honest. I wrote some last names, and then I was like, I don't care. I'm not going to write. If somebody writes the last name, I'll like look it up. But yes, so that's set. Now, next, I will be showing you 5 people. I am looking for the human's name who portrays the character here. This is the opposite. This is the guest star round, and to be completely honest, it is at least minorly just some of my favorite guest stars. So
Mhm.
I have made this, I think, pretty even between the 2 matches, but I don't think these are all very much gimmies. So you will have 5 names here, only 5, and let's see how this one goes. We'll give them, let's call it 45 seconds here, Aiden.
Okay.
You got the time. Tell me when you got the timer ready, and I will click next.
I got the timer ready.
All right, here we go. This one I also paired
This is
with
tough.
like a couple famous ones, and then a few that are very much less known, but I am a big fan of. So I'm curious to see who relates to Andrew's taste. This is such a tough one because they have
Where
some
is
like really obvious ones, but
Where's Adam Devine? I mean, come on.
I was looking
There's
through a
Nick
list
Kroll,
of guest
you know?
stars. Yeah, I was looking through a list of guest stars to try to figure out like who would be best.
10 seconds
and
left.
Holy shit.
Yeah, give him another 10, Aiden. Sorry, we've been
Yeah.
talking.
I'm
This is Lord. Okay.
not feeling good about this one.
Your
I
final
don't
10
think
seconds.
anybody's feeling great, to be clear.
There's like
And-
2 that I'm like, I have no idea.
I'm not gonna
freaking
say.
clue.
I'm gonna explain this. This was not the set I was
3,
planning on using,
2,
and then I remembered something.
1 time.
Okay. So I do have 2 sets of this, and for reasons I had to opt to use this one today. We'll start with. Let's go ahead and start with Ashwin now.
See, this is embarrassing because, like I said, I looked at all the side characters and I only got 2, but I'm pretty confident about this. Tony Hale for 1 and Matthew Berry for 5, please.
All right, that's 2 for Ashwin. Albert, what do you got?
I wrote on Tony Hale. I wrote on William Zabka. I wrote Jermaine Clement.
All right, that's 1 for Albert. Jacob, what do you got?
I thought I had 3, but I said Ben Folds, Anthony Michael Hall, and Matthew Perry, not
Yeah, that's 2 for Jacob because of that Matthew mix-up. And Colin, let's see this.
Didn't know 2. 1 Tony Hale, 3 Anthony and Michael Hall, 5 Matt Berry. Kugler's not his name.
All right, Colin pulled 3, the most of the set. Matt Berry is the one that seemingly got the most pickups there. Even though Jacob just put the wrong letter, unfortunately. But even more unfortunately for him, there is another person with the name Matthew Perry, so I'm going to take that from him. This is it. Ben Folds is the reason that I couldn't use this set on Sunday. because it would be unfair to give this to Rachel.
I've never actually known what Ben Folds looked like until right now.
I mean,
comedy legend Tony Hale, music legend to Rachel, Ben Folds, Anthony Michael Hall from the Breakfast Club. This is the one everybody missed. Coogler is Mitch Hurwitz, aka the showrunner and creator of Arrested Development, and then popular British actor Matt Berry. So pretty even, mostly twos and threes there. The one. So do you want to give us a score update, Aiden?
Sure. So going into the final round, we have a score of Colin remaining in the lead with 27 points. In second place is Ashwin now with 25 points, catapulting up that round. Jacob is in third place with 23, and Albert is in final place with 20.
All right.
Close game.
That concludes our visual round. This leads us into the weirdest scoring of any round yet. This is our final round that I call Listapalooza. So in this round, I will be giving you 2 questions in which you have to list all possible options, and 2 rounds in which you will be ordering those, like a different set of options. For example, I'll read you this question and then explain. Well, I think you'll be able to explain. And we're going to give them a minute per question here, Aiden. And honestly, once again, kind of forgot to test timing on this because I just let my friends run as long as they wanted. So we might give them a bit more time if necessary. Question 1. Oh, and how we score it is going to be this. If you get less than 50%, you will get 0 points. If you get 50% or above, you will get 2 points. If you list everything correctly, you will get 4 points. So, some deciders here, but let's get into it with our first example and real question. List the celebrities that the study group are supposed to impersonate when Abed gets in trouble and is forced to make his friends impersonate celebrities. And we're just looking for the main study group here. We don't need anybody else at the party or anything like that. Just who everybody is supposed to impersonate. This one's gonna be interesting, I think. And I'm gonna be honest, it's not possible to just calculate 50%. So part of this is the host just being like, what's fair a little bit. But 0, 2, 4 are the ways that I'm gonna give them out. So on this one, I'll go ahead and tell you we're looking for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 answers.
$30 seconds remaining.
To be honest, not a great episode, but some good bits on who people look like. So I
10
thought it was
seconds.
worth including.
5, 4,
Can I do a repeat?
3,
Yeah,
2.
Repeat.
and call it 40 seconds for the repeat.
Okay. Do you need to read the?
Oh,
your thing?
repeat. A list of celebrities the study group are supposed to impersonate in I forgot to look up name of episode. That's what I was doing for the last 30 minutes was all of these questions I wrote without episode names. And then I went, shit, wait, I have to read the episode names out loud. And I missed this one somehow. So that's the issue of writing a show you know well enough on plot, but not on episode titles.
$15 seconds.
And we're not going to take another repeat here.
What? I still have mine.
Let's all team up and stack repeats.
5, 4, 3,
They'll have the match
2,
never end.
1 time.
It seems like most people stopped writing, so I didn't want to. All right, so let's go ahead and see Jacob's first.
This said Michael Jackson, Ryan Seacrest, Burt Reynolds, and Jimi Hendrix.
All right. Okay, Albert.
Okay. I was
Well,
worried
actually,
I
no.
got the
Sorry.
wrong-
Before we go on, Jacob, do you want to clarify who those are supposed to be? And if everybody else
yeah.
can jot down,
No.
Yeah. Okay.
Michael,
if you don't
Jack-
mind.
Oh yeah, Michael Jackson is Troy, Ryan Seacrest is Jeff, Burt Reynolds is Pierce, and Jimmy. Wait, no, sorry. Michael Jackson is Britta, and then Troy is Jimi Hendrix.
Okay. And everybody, I'm kind of honor system.
Yeah, I'm not writing anything. I'm just adding names
right now.
Yeah.
You could also just, you know what? Let's say this. Let's just do it as you pull them up. So Albert, you go ahead. Show yours.
Yeah. Well, I wrote Michael Jackson twice: post-surgery and pre-surgery. Pre-surgery is Troy. Post-surgery is Britta. Tina Turner is Shirley. Ryan Seacrest is Jeff, and Jamie Lee Curtis is Abed.
Let me calculate this real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, Albert's got 4 there, so we'll call that 2 points. Colin?
Cannot remember what Annie was for the life of me, but Abed is Jamie Lee Curtis. White Michael Jackson is Britta. Black Michael Jackson is Troy. Pierce is Fat Marlon Brando. Shirley is Oprah. Jeff is Ryan Seacrest, and I just put Annie Hathaway for Annie, but that's not right.
Yeah, I that is the one I could never remember as well.
I can't even remember her in the
6 for
episode.
Colin. We'll call it 2. Ashwin, what do you got?
I know I said this earlier, but now for real, I'm pretty sure I tweaked this one. I've got old
Judy
Michael Jackson
Garland.
as Britta, young Michael Jackson as Troy, Abed as Jamie Lee Curtis, Fat
Oh.
Marlon Brando, Pierce, Ryan Seacrest, Jeff, Shirley Oprah, and Judy Garland.
That is a clean sweep from Ashwin. Judy Garland is the one that Colin was
Nice.
missing.
Fucking
for
ties the
Annie.
game
She
too.
doesn't really look like her. Like,
That's why it
That
doesn't.
is the
That's why
biggest
it's not
stretch, yeah.
working. Yeah, that's why. it
Surely
doesn't
Oprah is
come
also
up.
a stretch. It's really just like body type.
Yeah.
But Fat Brando, spot on. You know.
How many points did Jacob get on that?
So
I don't
Jacob
think I got
gets-
any.
Yeah, that's. I feel bad because he wrote Michael Jackson, which is why I was confused on what to do there.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think. Oh shit! Do I want to be a dick or just like a kind individual? Let me look at the next few questions. Give me a moment.
that's like the fundamental question. Of human
Yeah,
nature, right?
Andrew, my
Do I wanna be a
birthday is
dick or a kind
tomorrow.
individual?
We're gonna go 0. I'm an
Okay, that's
asshole. I'm sorry, man.
That's
All right.
Remember this, Jacob. Just remember it.
I'll remember that.
Yeah, that's why I was trying to. That's why I asked you, is because I was like, oh, maybe he'll remember that it's both of them. But all right. So the next one is just another list question. No order needed here. And the question is, and I'm looking for. I don't need the exact names given to them. I want the thing that they are paired with. List the toys that Abed imagines the rest of the study group as in Abed's Uncontrollable Christmas. So I don't need the exact names that he gives them necessarily, although like bonus points, not real bonus points if you do. They may help you remember some of them though, because Abed's kind of a clever guy. Did you run the timer, Aiden? Because I keep forgetting to do that.
Yes, it
Thanks,
is
brother.
running.
Appreciate
So we're doing the
you.
names of the toys and who they were.
Yes. Names of the toys, who they were.
Do we have to include Duncan?
No, we're looking just for the study group.
Just
And that
study
is
group.
specifically 6 people here, because Abed, he's not going to have one attributed to him. So looking for 6 item entries here. I wrote the actual names, so I'm going to be able to fact check you. And Aiden will be too.
30 seconds.
This next one's frustrating. The next one that I wrote. We'll see.
Okay, great. What is it? It's a tie game now between me and Ashton, right?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Aiden, is that true? It might be a 1 point difference.
No, it
It
should
is,
be a
it
tie
is
game.
currently a tie game, yes. 10 seconds.
I couldn't remember. Annie
5,
doesn't look like
4, 3,
whatever her face is.
2, 1, time.
Okay, we'll start with Albert here.
I wrote Teddy Bear is Pierce, Jack in the Box, Jeff, Ballerina, Annie, Fairy, Shirley.
All right. Let's call that 2 points because that's exactly 50%
Okay.
correct. Colin?
Britta Bot, Teddy Bear Pierce, Jeff in the Box, Drummer Boy Troy, Baby Shirley, Ballerina Annie.
Baby.
I gotta
She
double
could-
check something.
She's a baby. I know she's wearing a diaper. I remember.
Baby is not the one I'm checking. You're correct.
Oh,
with baby.
okay.
Oh wait, I gotta double check that scene now. Give me a second.
I'm pretty confident. Who are you?
I
pretty
kind
confident
of
about
think
this.
I'll give that to you. I
Troy.
think I'm gonna give that to you either way. But he gives him a title that technically, yeah. Okay, Ashwin, what's yours?
Okay, I'm not sure about this. Got Annie as the ballerina, Britta as a robot, Jeff as a jack in a box, Shirley as a baby. I said Troy as a toy soldier. I will fight for this one, and
Yes.
Pierce as a teddy bear.
So he is Troy Soldier, is what I have
he's-
down.
It's
But
something
he also
definitely
does
has
have a
drumsticks.
drum.
Yeah,
So I think I'm gonna give it to both of you.
yeah, I think we're both right.
All right, as long as we're both cool with that, I'm cool with it.
Yeah. I
Okay.
think we are just.
I,
both
wait,
correct.
you're more correct though.
Yeah, I mean,
So
he looks like a little
actually-
drummer boy, and I did say general. I didn't need exact names. So
I mean,
I'm
the
gonna give
reason
that.
why I went in on that one is when you said drummer boy, I remembered he had drumsticks, and I was like, I'm gonna fight for my answer.
No.
Oh,
Yeah, he
okay,
calls
okay.
him.
And I
Okay.
didn't
He called.
realize it.
He says Brittabot, Troy Soldier.
Ah.
So yes, you are both correct on that one.
Okay.
And Jacob, what's yours?
I once again got 0 points. I got mixed up. I said Jeff was the toy soldier. Troy, I couldn't get it. Britta, I said was the Jack in Box. Pierce, I did know was Bear, and Annie, I
Got
did
that.
know was ballerina.
Yeah. Oh man, just short on that one as well. All right. So 4 for Colin and Ashwin, 2 for Albert, 0 for Jacob. Whew, they're keeping it tight.
Oh god, it's
the-
stressful, man.
The point difference doesn't particularly matter here anymore, but it's just whether they get the same amount. Okay. All right, I'm gonna switch the order of these two real quick because I think I want to make the hardest one last.
Okay.
Okay. In regional holiday music, list the order that the characters get recruited into Glee Club. This is way more vibes based because order scoring is hard, but it's going to be similar to the half, the full, with just like, you know, like I'm not, if somebody puts a character wrong at the beginning and the rest of the order right, I'm not going to give them 0 points, you know? So this is, you know, I'm interpreting in good faith, but try to hit these as closely as possible. Oh, what the hell?
Did your high school have a glee club? Because mine did not.
I wouldn't call it Glee Club, but
30
we
seconds.
sure encouraged that sort of behavior. The choir kids were really just kind of running loose on their own. And I joined them for a year and I hated it. But my friend was the president of choir and she said, if you quit, I'll quit too. And I felt like a dick. So I stayed in it for the full year instead of dropping it the semester.
Yeah, I dropped after a semester. My
Yeah.
choir teacher was awful. 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Spent all of our class time complaining. And yeah. 2, 1, and time.
All
I
right.
didn't- Well,
Colin,
I didn't write Shirley on here. That's embarrassing.
we'll take a.
Okay.
If you can use, I'm not looking. You can. Do we want to allow a repeat here? I think.
I was
Or-
gonna say.
you know what? Since you're going first, we'll just let you insert it.
Okay. Yeah. Count that as my repeat though.
Yeah.
Shoot.
I think
I
I
know
didn't
where
really
she
explain the
fucking went.
concept of repeats at the beginning, and,
I don't even know where she
haven't
would go.
mentioned it enough. So I feel like a dick on that one. And I'll make sure to do that in the next match. Also, thank you, Sam, for getting in the comments saying hi, Andrew. Still our singular comment. So,
Okay. The worst part
Alright.
is probably not even right. I have Abed first, second Troy, third Pierce, fourth Annie, fifth Jeff, sixth Shirley, seventh Britta.
All right, Ashwin, what do you got?
Okay. I didn't put the numbers. Is that fine? Like I just
That's
did like
fine.
first
Yeah,
to
yeah,
last. Okay.
Just in order, yeah.
0
So
points.
there's like 2 here. I'm pretty sure these 2 could be swapped. I honestly don't know. But I have Abed, then Troy, then Pierce, then Annie, then Shirley, then Jeff, and then Britta.
All right. That's a 2. Colin was a 4.
Oh my god.
Really?
That's so lucky.
So yeah, and I'll explain to you the why that order of events happens. Let's go with Jacob next.
Yeah, I said Abed, Troy, Pierce, Annie. I said Britta, Shirley, Jeff.
We'll give 2 to Jacob there
Mhm.
because he has the first 4 correct. And Albert.
I think I'm very wrong. So I said Pierce, Abed, Troy, Annie, Jeff, Shirley, Britta.
Okay, so this is exactly what I was talking about earlier. Albert accidentally inserted Pierce at the wrong point, but he got the rest of the order correct. So I think I'm going to give him 2. Because the rest of the order is correct. You just misplaced Pierce. So, Ashwin, the difference is Jeff pulls Annie away. Or Annie pulls Jeff away and then does her creepy song. And then it cuts back to Shirley being inducted by Pierce with the choir of singing children. And then it cuts to Jeff getting Britta. In the hallway, Britta doesn't get much effort. He just goes, "Aw."
That's in my mind. I was
that's
ready to
so
put Shirley
hard,
before
man.
Annie. Even I was just completely off on that.
That's a really hard question. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I
Yeah.
think the next one's harder.
Oh, man. Let's go. Let's go.
But maybe I'm wrong. And I will say, having watched, this is the question that I was preparing for the whole match because I wrote it down and then I went to double check, and it is kind of unclear. So I'm going to have some flex, some leeway on 2 of the options here.
Great.
List the order of eliminations of the study group in Modern Warfare, the first paintball episode. Okay. I think this is the trickiest question because it's easy to visualize some of them and not some of the others. And we are talking about a clear implication that they are out of the game on screen.
You ever played paintball?
I love it, man. I took a friend there to paintball for a bachelor party, and
Oh,
not
really?
just because I wanted to.
That does sound fun. I've never played it. I've only played airsoft.
Yeah. Well, I'll say I played paintball like in like very confined situations, like at camps and stuff. But the first
Okay.
time that I went like with friends, just going crazy, was for that, and we just got like we just got to pick maps and play paintball for like 4 hours. It was
sounds
sick.
awesome.
It went crazy. We should get a group together sometime.
Absolutely. 30 seconds remaining.
Also, you're
Yeah.
going to tell us how many
Yeah.
answers you want for this one?
Yeah, we'll take 7. If somebody hypothetically survived the situation, throw them at the end.
Yeah, when
I'm
I
just-
played airsoft, there was a BB that got stuck under someone's skin, and they had to pause.
Yeah, Jesus. Oh my God.
Remove it.
Just to
10
clarify for them
seconds.
real quick, and give them another 20 or 15 after I stop talking.
Okay.
We're talking the main study group that sits at the table, the 7 people, their order. We're not looking for chain here. And then, like I said, if somebody survived, they would go at the end.
Fuck. It all happens in like the span of like 30 seconds for some of these people.
Yes, that's the tough part.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of groupings, and I'm curious to see.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time is up for the final
Ashwin,
question.
you're starting us off here.
All right, I think I'm just like completely wrong on this one. I have Annie, then Pierce, then Troy, then Abed, then Shirley, then Britta, and Jeff.
He has all the groupings. Could you show me that again, Ashwin, real quick?
Yep.
She doesn't have the order of the groupings, correct? Is the issue okay? So that swapped, and the rest is that's 50%. I'll give him 2. Jacob.
Oh, glad.
I said first was Troy, then Annie, then Pierce, and then Shirley, and then Abed, and then Britta, and then Jeff.
That's 4 for Jacob.
Oh man.
All right, Albert.
I have Shirley as 1, Troy 2nd, Annie 3rd, 4 Pierce, 5 Abed, 6 Britta, 7 Jeff.
Yeah, that's too far off. I'm gonna have to give 0 to Albert on that one.
Really? The second half of it's correct.
Yeah, but the early bits are too mixed up. I
Okay.
think. All right, Colin.
I might have just thrown away my lead here. I don't think I got much right. Annie, Abed, Pierce, Shirley, Troy, Britta, Jeff. For some reason, I have Troy in there a lot later, but I don't think you can give me this anything.
Yeah, I think that's 0
Yeah.
for Colin as well.
Fuck, man.
Okay, I'm sure that mixes up the score. I think Ashwin takes the lead there.
I thought that'd be a tie
Okay.
game, no?
It's a tie game.
Pretty sure.
Oh shit! Is it Colin and Ashwin at the top?
Yeah.
It is. So the score currently, perhaps finally, is Colin and Ashwin tied for first with 37
Yeah, I'll
points.
take a tie.
Second
Tiebreaker.
place is Jacob with 29, and last place is Albert with 28. So 1 point. away from
Oh
second.
man, that's close too. Yeah. So the correct order here: Ashwin hit it, or no, sorry, Jacob was it? Jacob hit it. Was Troy, who's talking about how he should take out the rest of the crew and then gets shot.
And then
Annie
Shirley
who-
says, Troy made God mad.
Yeah, yeah. Annie pops up above the table and screams that the Glee Club are hacks and gets shot. Jeff calls Pierce and tells him not to come over, and Pierce defiantly starts to crawl over and
Screw
gets
you
shot.
guys, I'm coming over.
Then this is the tough part. Shirley and Abed are tough, but there is a shot where somebody comes up behind Shirley with a gun, and you hear a firing sound, and she exclaims something. And then Abed, you don't technically know when he gets shot, but he comes back, and they see paint on his legs. He's the next one that you know is shot. And then Britta and Jeff.
See, I originally when I wrote it down, I had Shirley going out second, but I remember
Yeah.
she got shot in the back first. So yeah.
Right, yeah. So, I mean, a great game. I kind of only needed the top two, so I think we're going to let that go at a tie for now. And they can hash it out in a potential
I'm very okay
next
with that.
match.
I don't feel like
Yeah,
mental
that's
stamina
fine,
to do a
that's
tiebreaker.
Yeah, I'm exhausted, man.
All right. Well,
God.
I'm happy. Hopefully, you guys had some fun.
Yeah, this was awesome. Good
yeah,
game.
that was a lot of fun.
everybody. Yeah,
Thank
that was
you.
great.
Cool. Well, thank you, everybody who watched, the silent viewers.
Yeah, what the hell? I invited people. They showed up.
Special shout out to Sam. Thanks, Sam. And we'll close it out. I guess. Well, do we do interviews here, Albert? What's the professional strategy?
It's up to you.
Professional.
You know what? Let's be a dick. Let's talk to the winners.
Oh, all right.
Hey, you
Yeah,
two!
sure.
Congratulations on your win today. How do you feel?
Pretty. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm
pretty.
very happy with that. I was like,
Yeah.
That was sick. You guys had some
pumped.
pulls that I wasn't sure if they were like too much of a question to ask. But I think both of you good fans, you will be competing against the two winners of the other match, of which people have been hypothesizing Holzman seems to be a big threat. Somebody who we haven't really played a lot with in this league.
I haven't played them at all. So
Any thoughts on those people?
I don't even know who's in the other match.
Fair enough.
I can look it out and make thoughts on them.
All right. Well, I think Holzman is the threat based on what Sven said. After your guys' performances today, I don't think you have to be too worried. You hit a lot of the questions, some that I very much didn't expect you to hit. So congratulations, and we'll see you soon enough.
thank you. Good game to Ashwin.
Yeah.
It was that was a lot of fun. It's good. Always
No,
nice
I
to have
agree. That was
a close
Super
game.
tense. Yeah,
Yeah.
really good game.
All right. Check you out. And Aiden, thank you so much for being here and hosting a bit last minute for me
Absolutely.
asking you.
Thanks for writing
but-
it. Had a good time.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you everybody for being here, and we will talk to you guys soon. Bye.